The proposal to build a Topgolf location at City Gate. Along with its driving ranges, Topgolf is known for indoor spaces with TVs, food, and drinks.
I've been coming to the stealth camping location for a few years now.
More now on Topgolf, a national chain of driving ranges looking to add its newest location.
There's nothing particularly special about it. It's just a nice place to camp right on the edge of the city behind a shopping plaza.
Certainly exciting for golf fans. I'll have to work on my swing. Topgolf's closest location to here is Cleveland.
We can say, hey, why don't you have an outing to Topgolf? Oh, what's that?
After hearing the news that a new establishment called Topgolf was going to be built right on top of where I like to go camping, I had to get out for one more chance to camp and an opportunity to say goodbye.
And it's good for the community.
You're watching Small Plots with Kevin. I'm Kevin.
Now, Topgolf did decline an interview for this story, but for the next step for this project, Maley tells me the town has accepted the letter, and at an October planning board meeting, they will review it further there.
Despite construction being slated to start several months from now, they've already began bringing some smaller things like lights and cones into the area. Juxtaposing that site was the remains of an old construction trailer, left to rot since this place was originally built. Before anyone saw me, I made my way in through the tall grass for one final camp at one of my favorite spots. It's been about a year since I've been here. Not too much is different. It looks a little more used, a little trampled. I don't know, maybe other people have been here since I've been here. That was some grass to push through. That was taller than me. I'm 6'4". Definitely have 200 to 300 ticks, probably. Oh yeah. Hundreds. I'm going to do a quick look around. There's something I might see over in that direction. It could just be like a tree that's fallen recently. Kind of looks like a yellow tarp. Do they even make yellow tarps? Is that a color of tarp they make? I guess we'll find out. So I'm in this little area of woods. Ooh, already got bones in the mix. Yeah, so I'm in this little area of woods. I've camped here before, lovingly known as the ditch. That's kind of what it is. It's kind of like camping in a ditch. There's a big shopping plaza over there. That the anchor stores are COSTCO and REI. There's a few other things. There's like a plasma donation center if you want to donate some plasma. Yeah, there's definitely definitely a few more fallen trees back here, fallen ash trees, because of the emerald ash borer beetle that is just decimating the ash tree population around here. This tree was not fallen the last time I was here. Okay. Yeah, none of these trees were. This was this area behind me that's just like blocked off by trees was an open area. I don't see really any new trash. Some beer cans that were there before. Some natty ice. Yeah, this is rough. I gotta be careful tonight. I don't want any trees to fall on me. Let's go check that thing out that I see. What is that? That can't be nothing. That's not nothing. Alright, well, as far as I can tell, it's nothing. So, that's good. I always like to do a quick walk around. I've seen a lot of extra tents in the area lately. Just want to make sure I'm not disturbing somebody, or someone's going to disturb me. Yeah, this whole area decimated. Something fresh, really fresh. Just cracked right down the middle. So we got the shopping plaza right over there. On this side, on the other side of a short little bit of woods here. In fact, I can see on the other side another part of the bike trail. I've already seen several cyclists go up and down. They probably can't look into the forest and see me, but I can certainly look out of the forest and see them. And then also that way is the main bike trail, and I can kind of see some movement. It's gonna be more of like, you know, lights that I gotta worry about, not too much just being here right now in daylight. Now, ooh, this is I think this pipe is new, this giant pipe. I don't remember that being there. I'm very knowledgeable about the garbage in this campsite. I've camped here, I don't know, 4 or 5 times now over the years, doing small plots. And this will be the last time. Ooh. Glad I put this bug spray in a bag. It is just everywhere. Looking like rain. There's a small chance of rain, but we'll see. It's just kind of overcast. If we do get rain, it'll be just probably a little bit. That'd be nice though, cool things off. A little toasty. We got camp set up. We got this chair set up. We got this beer set up. A little Space Kitty action there for you. I'm gonna miss this place. When they build that Top Golf Center, this will be consumed by, I believe, either the parking lot or the attached hotel. One of those. This area has been open for development for years, and I've just sort of taken advantage of the fact that it hasn't been developed yet. And this is one of my favorite urban stealth camping spots. Mainly because it's right in the middle of so many things, but because of the nature of the ground, it's a bit of a ditch. Camping in the ditch here, I just feel very stealthy here. I can have a fire if I so choose, which I will tonight. Have a fire. I got some nice things, some really nice things to cook on it. There's a flat spot if I want to pitch a tent. There's those 2 trees, which aren't great. They're not great for hanging a hammock. I wish I had better trees. It's tough because of the ditch situation. There's trees on either side of the ditch, so I have to have, you know, some kind of leeway with the ground being way lower than it normally is when you tie a hammock across, and it's like they're kind of close. It's a bit of a banana hammock. It's a bit of a banana hammock hang. There are some nice freshly dug holes right next to my hammock. Probably fox or coyote. Wouldn't be surprised if heard or saw one of the two tonight. It looks like they even tried to dig up part of a hole and then just like gave up. Like there's just like little dig marks. It's like maybe, I don't know, like a 3-inch hole, 3-inch deep hole. I'm gonna miss this place. Until the future video or like stealth camping behind Top Golf, when I find out that this place is totally intact. Although I'm not counting on it. have a couple of spots over there that I, in the past, have started the fire. I can tell because there's like a burnt stick or two. But I think tonight I'm going to do it kind of right here where my stuff is. It's flatter. There's no trees falling. That's the main reason. There's a bunch of trees falling over there where I've had fires in the past. Usually when I come back to places, I like to use the same spot. But it's tough. There are logs. What am I supposed to do with logs? And they're not like sittable logs. They're just logs in the way. You know the difference between a sittable log and a log in the way? You understand. Like many of the stealth camping places I camp at, wood is abundant. Nobody camps here. Nobody uses the wood. It's not like going to a backwoods forest that other people use where everyone's trying to have a fire. No, I don't have to try hard at all. There's kindling all over the forest floor. There's bigger logs all over the forest floor. The forest floor itself, probably soaked with gasoline. Probably could just burn the forest floor itself. This is it's not a clean place. Yeah, it's getting a little bit darker. I have about 3 or so hours of daylight left. I think I'm gonna get the fire started and do most of what I need to do before it gets dark, because it is generally safe to have a fire here at night. I'll have a little one. I need to build it up, get some coals to cook on, and I'd much rather do that when it's daylight so people won't see it as easily when they go on the myriad bike trails, car honks. And also, like, if you look over this way, stuff you won't be able to tell on camera, but if you just look over this way from like the parking lot of the REI right there, and there was a fire, you may be able to see some illumination. Not the fire itself, but you know, just like illumination. I don't know what time they close. They might be closed, I don't know. All right, well, I'm gonna start grabbing some sticks, grab me a fire. And there you have a fire. Pretty good. Starting to see little mice bobbing around. Something I didn't really notice here before, but I've already seen a couple. They're just the mouse hour. Gotta watch my stuff. So I think it's kind of the perfect time to finally start cooking on this fire before it gets totally dark. We got about an hour before dark. So let's do that before it gets dark. Big surprise for dinner tonight, guys. I got some jalapeno cheddar dogs. Gonna put these on a stick tonight. I haven't put dogs on the coals for a while. Trying to avoid doing that too much. You know, the carcinogens are pretty cancerous if you cook things on the coals. So I'm going like once or twice a year. I did a steak on the coals in the fall. I think that might have been the last time. Maybe I've done one since. I can't remember. I go camping so often. So I got this, I grabbed this alive stick off of one of the fallen trees over there. It's quite green. I don't know if you see how green that is. It really thought it had a chance, but it didn't. I sliced it up. I'm gonna put my jalapeno cheddar dog on it and just have myself a little time. I hope you're enjoying this angle as much as I am. Okay, look at this guy, ravaged by the flame. I got tortilla shells. I ripped one in half. You don't really need a whole one. That's like a lot. That's a lot of tortilla shell. You could do it, but then you're eating like 75% bread. It's a whole thing. All right, let's see if it's ravaged through the middle or if I just did the outside and I'm gonna regret this. That's perfect, actually. All right, well, I've got a couple more of these. I'm gonna eat them. I'm not gonna film it as per usual. Just when you watch me do this 2 more times. Stupid. Okay, I kind of lied. I brought 2 tortillas and 3 hot dogs. So instead of just wasting half a tortilla, I'm gonna put the full tortilla on the hot dog, even though I just said that I wasn't gonna do that and that no one should do that. I'm gonna do it. It's in there. It's totally fine with the full tortilla. If you want to do the full tortilla, you could probably do that and get away with it. I don't think anyone's coming back here to arrest me. Cops are chill with it. Dinner was pretty good. That was satiating. I'm glad I got it done before darkness had, although it is imminent. Darkness is imminent. I feel like it looks a lot lighter on camera than it is. I mean, I don't mean that because I have a light on me. I mean the sky. But yeah, I'm probably gonna let that fire die down now. I don't really need it. It's not, certainly not cold enough to need it for warmth, and it's keeping the bugs away. But I have spray. If it becomes an issue, I'll just spray it up. Yeah, I think that's it for the fire tonight. I'll probably keep it coaly, you know, the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, and all that. Really, all it's doing is creating a ton of smoke and covering the bike path over there. So if anyone who gives, if anyone goes by who gives a crap about any of that, they're going to be like, hey, why is there smoke here? So I'd rather not deal with any of that. Food's gone. Mice have nothing to get unless they want some Space Kitty. I got a couple of those, but I don't think so. I don't think mice like Space Kitties. It's like it's like the adversarial animal as a beer to, cats and mice. Anyway. Okay, it's pretty dark out here. I just heard a female cough pretty close and not in the direction of where you would expect to hear it if it were someone walking by on the path. So that's something. I don't know if it means anything. I'm hoping that, sound travels weird in the forest, and maybe it was somebody walking by on the path, and, sound just bounced off a tree or something, but I did hear it, and I did experience it with my ears. Pretty relaxing night so far. That coughing turned out, it was the girl came over, she was coughing violently, was speaking in tongue, she fell in the fire, burnt up instantly. It was the craziest thing. It was scary. I should have filmed it. So that happened. Other than that, night's been pretty relaxing. Might be a good time to say, hey, if you're having fun, why don't you pop a little subscribe? We have lots of fun. We do fun things. We have fun. Let's have more fun. At the very least, maybe, you know, tickle that like just a little bit right on there. That'd be nice too. Thanks for watching, everybody. I always appreciate it. So there's been something about this campsite that I've failed to mention this entire time I've been here. There's something dead nearby. I think it smells like a dead mouse or something. It's something small, and I don't smell it 100% of the time, but every, you know, so often you get a whiff, and you know what the whiff is. You know, I live in the city now. I used to live out in the country. You get some, there's a dead mouse or two. There's some dead mice. Or three. There's you know, you just know the smell. If you know, you know. They get into your car, they get into your conversion van in the 90s and die in the ceiling, and you just smell. It's just something. It's just a smell, you know. You understand. And that's the smell that's happening here. It's going with dead mouse. It's just like right now. No, I don't smell it. But then in maybe like a minute or so, I'll be like, oh man, it smells a lot like dead mouse out here. There's a lot of mice out here. Okay, well, I have moved underneath the tarp. The rain is kind of moving in. I started hearing it on the trees, and I was like, well, I haven't felt it. I didn't feel it for several minutes. I was like, all right, well, you know, let's play it by ear. Man, it smells like a dead mouse. Maybe it's closer to where I'm sleeping. But I looked at the Doppler, and oh boy, the Doppler. I mean, would you look at that Doppler? It's a heck of a Doppler. Man, that is, oof, is that like right there or something? That is nasty. So it's coming down a little bit. I did start feeling some drops. You may be able to hear some on the tarp right here, but I figured I'd get under the tarp. The fire's kind of died down. May as well stay as dry as possible, even though I'm still kind of like moist from how sweaty I was earlier. That's the problem with summer camping, man. You just get so moist. It's just like, it's kind of a problem. I'm seeing a lot of lighting around me from not only the shopping center, but the path that goes by has lights on it. This is just like, I did not set this up very well for actually needing to get under it. I don't have a ton of room. I'm basically right here. I mean, you can see. But I'm going to sit here and enjoy this rain. I'm going to turn this light off because it's attracting bugs. It's attracting bugs. Let's stop. We're done. Who is that? Who's that little guy? What's that? Donut holes? Well, it's the point of the night where sleep is appropriate. So I'm lying down in the hammock here. I'll probably listen to the rain for a little while. It's sporadic but nice. You know, I've mentioned it before, but you know, I haven't changed a lot of my gear in the years I've been doing small plots, and it's just kind of starting to stink. I sprayed this sleeping pad Down with Febreze. That's okay. This bug net around me, it's always stank. It stank when I bought it day one. I don't know what's going on with it. It just stinks. It's just like the smell of stink. It's bad. So yeah, I don't know. I'm just in a world of stink between the dead mouse, this sleeping pad, this bug net, and just like the stink of the world. It's all just, it's a big stink. But unless anything less stinky happens in the middle of the night, or more stinky, any different level of stinky, I'll let you guys know. But otherwise, I'll see you guys in a second. What is that sound? It's really close. Like in this forest or on the other side of the forest. It sounded like a battery-powered chainsaw or something. Some kind of, I don't know. It's happened twice now. I got it once on camera. That's strange. It's like not even 6 a.m. God. I hope they're not starting on construction today of the Topgolf. It almost sounds like construction stuff coming in. I don't know if the camera's picking up on any of that. Just hear it stop. Yeah, it sounds like jackhammering and something else. I'm gonna go with the other side of the forest. I don't think it's in the forest. I think it's, which isn't far. It's not a big forest. It's a tiny chunk of trees. Well, I guess that means I'm probably up. This is like the camp in the empty lot where I was woken up by somebody doing weed whacking. Are they coming in? Dude, what is that? It sounds like they're just like raising the forest as I'm in it. I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here, man. I don't know if I'll be able to see anything. I'm gonna try to get close to this noise. I saw somebody running by on the trail. When I leave, I'll have to go up that part of the trail to see what's up. I can't see anything from here. It's really loud though. All right, let's make tracks. I think this tree is going to be the next to go. It's a dead ash tree. The bottom is not looking real good. No. not quite there yet. But if I ever come back to this place, if for some miracle it's not eaten alive by the Topgolf parking lot, I'll have to come back and see if I'm correct. Let me know in the comments if you think I'm correct. So everything's soaked. It rained all night last night. I was dry sleeping, but it's just wet. It's just wet in the woods. Everything's wet. Everything's put away wet. This is gonna be fun. Try to get this bike out of here through those 7-foot tall, you know, fields. Through that 7-foot tall field. I don't know. I was gonna call it grass. It's not grass. It's whatever it is. Milkweed. So I'm gonna get out, and I'm gonna go around to the other side of the trail and see if I can't see what is going on over here. This has been such a racket. I'm glad I got up when I did. I wouldn't have been able to sleep. This is so insane and so loud. All right, let's get out of here. Well, goodbye the ditch. You've been a fabulous small plot for these many years. Well, these few years. Let's not dislocate the knee. Nothing to it but to do it. Let's just go. This is gonna suck. Oh, everything's so wet. Ah, jeez. Not great. Not great. At least I kind of made a path for myself coming in. I'm soaked. This is terrible. If I wasn't already soaked before, now I'm soaked. Okay. Oh God. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's awful. That's truly awful. Looks like they were doing bridge work. They weren't tearing down the forest after all, which is good. This is fine. Well, this has been Small Plots with Kevin. I'm Kevin. Don't forget, new episodes every Tuesday. Sometimes on Tuesday. I love you.